Hi everybody, it's Az here from Heel vs Babyface, part of TGN. Now over the course of the last couple of days, patch 5.1 has rolled out to all the various servers. But what exactly is 5.1 bringing to the World of Warcraft? Well, first of all, the war between the Horde and the Alliance has literally hit the shores of Pandaria as we see a lot of changes to Krasrang Wilds. The Horde have decided to take over the western half of Krasrang and have set up base in a place called Domination Point, where the Dominance Offensive reign, and the Alliance have decided to take over the eastern side of Krasrang Wild, where they've set up Lines Landing and Operation Shield Wall. Now both these bases are going to be heavily utilised because one set of each of the daily quests involve either attacking your opposition base or defending your own base. And this has led to a big escalation in PvP, certainly on my server, which is a PvP server. And as you can see, there are loads upon loads of not only bodies of dead Horde and Alliance NPCs, but also skeletons, where significant amounts of PvP have actually been involved. And also, this is filtered over into some PvE servers, which Blizzard have now patched to stop you from having to do so. But they're not the only quest areas. There's also the oil refinery and the mine, which are situated very near to Domination Point on the Horde side, while on the Alliance side we have the quarry and also a set of ruins which are squirreled away in that entranceway there, each offering their own various set of dailies. Now, while on the subject of dailies, when you hit Revered with a faction in Pandaria, please do go visit your friendly neighbourhood quartermaster, because they're now selling these grand commendations. And if you buy one of them and use it, then your reputation gains with that faction, not only for yourself, but all and any of your alts will be boosted by 100%. Now, this is literally putting a band-aid over a knife wound, because it doesn't improve the level of dailies in Pandaria, which to myself are very poor indeed. On the plus side, it does make the agony go twice as quick as before, thankfully. Now, if you're into things like pet battles and such, there have been also a number of new pet battle masters added to various sections of Pandaria for you to go discover. And also, a lot of new pets have been added to the game as well, especially if you decide to farm old school raids, which I'll get to a little later on in the video. Rathian's quest line continues too, and although he isn't quite offering the quest on the live servers, you can now gain reputation from Honoured through to Revered, so make sure when you're killing the NPCs in Krasrang Wilds, you use that token that you got for Blizzard's 8th anniversary. Now then, the Continuum are bringing something very special to Pandaria, because they are now upgrading your items, and you can do so using Conquest, Honour, Valour or Justice points. And this heralds the first time that you can actually use your Valour points for something other than faction rewards, which is ironic considering Blizzard was saying you don't have to do dailies to get Valour. No, you don't, Blizzard, but you do have to have reputation with factions with which to use them. Now, speaking of things slightly controversial, the Brawlers Guild also arrives in patch 5.1, and this looks like something which could appeal to a whole lot of people. This is one-on-one combat with an NPC beast, and you go through currently 8 levels, with each level getting more and more difficult. It's fun and it's exciting, and it's also only for the elite, because currently there are only 2 ways of getting an invitation to join. You can either bid on only 10 tickets which go up on the black market auction house, so unless you've got lots and lots of in-game currency, you're not getting in. And secondly, Blizzard have said it's a very rare drop off certain NPCs. They haven't stipulated which NPCs or the drop rate, but if I know Blizzard, the drop rate is going to be so low, it'll probably make Chocolate Rain sound like a soprano. Either way, ransoming off in-game content for in-game currency is absolutely reprehensible, especially considering everybody pays a real money live subscription every single month with which to play. Blizzard, that needed to be thought through a lot better before release. But one thing that I'm personally going to get a lot of enjoyment about with 5.1 is this: the ability to enter pre-Mists of Pandaria raids solo. Again, it's something which could have been introduced into the game absolutely years ago, but for one reason or another Blizzard chose not to. But it's not just a trip down memory lane, there are still legitimate reasons with which you can go into these dungeons and raids. Yesterday I decided to solo Onyxia, first time I'd done so, first time I could be bothered to do so. And lo and behold, she dropped her mount, which is a 1% drop. But also, people might not have experienced these types of raids before, because either they joined World of Warcraft slightly later, or because the content was just too difficult with which for them to experience at the time. And Blizzard have also tuned down a lot of the bosses which you wouldn't have been able to do solo to enable you to fully complete these dungeons. Yesterday I did Onyxia's Lair, I did Sunwell Plateau, Tempest Keep, Trial of Champions. There were lots of different ones which I did and had great amounts of enjoyment in doing so. So if we just summarise what 5.1 brings, in terms of brand new content, not all that much. There are just little tweaks here and there. You may find yourself falling into a very familiar trap very soon within the lifespan of this new patch. There are some nice little tidy-ups though, and the commissions being added to the rep gains doesn't fix a bad problem, but at least makes it a little bit more bearable. And I hope you enjoyed the vid. Please do like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be back with some more stuff very soon. Take care everybody. Bye bye.